know that I have an issue with knees, and when I complained about knees, everybody else complains about knees.
Yes, absolutely. There are various things going on. Obviously, a knee's a really complex joint, but there are lots of things that can going on as we age, unfortunately. Obviously, they've done a lot of hard work through our lives, so you've got issues of cartilage wear and tear. You've got maybe other issues of things like bursitis, so where you get inflammation behind the knees. So if it's acute pain, you need to go and get a physio referral or a diagnosis of what's going on. Right. But if you're thinking, actually, I'm just maybe not feeling as mobile around my knees, a bit creaking, actually, you need to do some mobility work for them. So really simple things you can do. So the first one is a simple squat. Okay. So you can do it in front of your chair. So we've got chairs here. You don't have to have a chair, but it helps you tune in. So if you sit just before or stand just in front of your chair, so Joe, there, and literally all we're going to do is let the hips go back as we lean forwards and reach forwards with the arms, and then we come back up to standing. So how do the knees feel as you do this? Hear a nice click going through. So what this is starting to do...
Your legs are a little bit more apart than mine.
That's it, so they can be a little bit just slightly wider than your hips. Now when I say to people hip width or slightly wider, some people do this because they think their hips are this wide. And literally if you're unsure, have your toes and heels together, open your toes, open your heels, and it'll put you in a nice spot. Okay. And then you can always adjust it. Now the key thing is sitting back onto the chair, so that's why it's a good idea to have the chair there.
Because that's the movement
that you need to get. Okay. Because I see a lot of people that start to lean forwards, and that's horrible for your knees. You're really opening up the patella, so it's a really open tracking position, whereas this is much nicer. This is also going to fire up your glutes. Who doesn't want glutes fired up? So really good bottom line, but more importantly, that's where your powerhouse is. So if you can get the pelvis aligned, if you can get the strength into this whole area.
So I'm scrunching this while I do that.
Yeah. So I want you to think, can you lift up through the abdominals and pelvic floor even, as well as when you come to standing, can you squeeze your buttocks together? Now I know that you said, oh, I want knees. Yeah. It's all related to what's going on.
Yeah, and why not do two things at the same time?
Absolutely. So a lot of bang for your buck with a simple sit to stand, with a simple squat.
Okay.
If you're feeling comfortable, you can progress it on into a lunge. So you can start to step forwards into a lunge. Now the key things when you're doing that is when you step forwards, you need to make sure that your knee is behind your toe. So I see people in this sort of position, not nice. That's it. So that's it, and it's a good one for balance as well. So if you think about,
balance is shocking.
If you think about when you step forward, your back knee is the one that you focus on. So the back knee bends, there you go, towards the floor. Okay. And then come back up and switch. So as you're now feeling, you've got a little bit of core that you've got to work on. Right. So draw the abdominals in, and as you step forwards, think about this control here, shoulders down and back.
Okay.
How are we doing?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, so you've got those two options to start to get into that. If you're feeling that actually you've got a lot of niggles and that's too much.
I can feel that in my knees already.
Yeah, that you're starting to get some movement. A nice one, if you're thinking those are too much for you, if you're recovering from an injury or anything like that, you can start to wake up the muscles through the side of the thigh here. So we are going to just turn the foot out, and we're just going to push away into the heel and then come back in. Oh. Does that feel okay?
Yeah, never done that before.
Yeah, so again, it's just another one to help with what we call knee tracking. So how the knee sits in alignment, getting this area, so vastus medialis through here to wake up. A lot of people, it's underused and it's weak.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever done that movement in my life.
And it's just another nice one just to help with that knee line tracking. So a few different options.
Ooh, I can feel it all under here as well.
Good. Yeah. And also, I want you then, if you want to add more bang to the buck, nice and tall, lifting up through the midline of the body as we do this. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
So
you can just do this, sitting watching telly.
Absolutely, there's no reason why not. You're starting to wake up these thigh muscles, these quads, and these are the ones that are going to help support the knee. They're going to help keep the knee in a nice alignment. Mobility is key in any joint area as we age. Keep moving, and there is that thing when we age, we think, oh, because I can feel it all, it sounds a bit weird, but I'm going to stop. And it's the worst thing we can do. Right. Keep moving.
Okay.